Today we talk about the Batman, Franic's first rave, Edwin's first cave, and the Will Smith entanglement at the Oscars. Why did Will Smith smack Chris Rock with an open hand? Because paper beats rock. Thank you for joining us for our 50th episode. If you have any suggestions on future episodes, let us know at our Instagram or at tiltednotstirred.com. Here's to 50 more.
Hello, my name is Edwin.
I'm Jeff.
And I'm Franic.
And together we are Tilted Not Stirred. So what has you guys feeling tilted today, guys? What's going on?
It was a pretty chill week for me. I hung out with the homies, spent some time. On Wednesday, I went over to the homies' house. David and Jeanette played board games. That was chill.
What?
And then on Wednesday, on Friday. Yeah, that was Wednesday. So on Friday, hung out with them again, plus Edwin, and we went to go watch Batman.
Oh, what'd you think of Batman? Is now the time we get to talk about the Batman?
Okay, I guess sure. Let's talk about the Batman.
Because Jeff is our
resident Batman expert.
Our resident, yes, thank you. Yes, you took the words out of my mouth. How many of the comics do you have?
How many have you read? How about that? How many have you read?
I mean, the ones I've read and the ones I own overlap pretty much all of them at this point.
So how many is that?
Us.
A lot, like over 40.
So you read over 40 Batman comics, right?
These aren't comics. These are graphic novels, which are a collection of like 10 comics.
So tell us, the Batman, yay or nay?
Yay.
Oh, yay.
It is a yay for me, yo. Fair warning, spoilers, possibly.
Enough time has been given to the people.
But yeah, it came out March 4th, so it's been 3 weeks.
And if you really don't want to hear about this, probably like fast forward 5 minutes, maybe.
Yeah, 5 minutes, give or take. But, I mean, I enjoyed it a lot. I'll just come out and say it. The whole tone of the movie goes really well with the soundtrack. Just Batman himself is dope. How he's just big and intimidating.
And brooding.
And brooding.
And he walks like...
And brooding.
Really fucking slow.
And brooding. And brooding.
And brooding.
And he's got that very distinctive Bruce Wayne chin too, which is very good for the character.
I wanted to hate it.
That he was... okay, let's see. Go ahead.
I walked in wanting to hate Patterson, whatever the fuck, Twilight guy. I really wanted to hate it because of that, but he won me over. You know, when he was Batman, I was like, oh shit, he looks sick. And then when he wasn't Batman, and he just barely has taken off his mask, and he still has the dorky eyeshadow, I was like, yeah, this is what I wanted. I really wanted to hate it, but at the end of the day, I ended up liking it, and I thought, yeah, his whole depressed, lonely guy look and feel, I vibe way more with that than what Batman the Playboy is. So it was cool.
I was actually a little critical of my rating because I gave it a 6 out of 10.
Oof.
Why is that?
Now, it's been a bit of a while, so I can't really remember exactly like all the details of why it was a 6 out of 10. I think a huge thing with the score was that it was a lot of the scenes felt very long and empty and unnecessary.
Well, a lot of the traveling scenes, there's a lot of traveling scenes of like Batman going from here to there. You know, it's like, oh, he's walking. And then they show him walking in a very slow way. Or he's driving there and you see him driving there, stuff like that. A lot of that stuff could have been taken out, but it added to the pacing.
Yeah, I was about to say,
I
I feel like it grounds the character too, because in the other Batman movies, he just zips from place to place, right?
Yeah.
And it's always like he's either flying across the rooftops or he's like driving 1,000 miles an hour in his Batmobile. So this one feels a little more realistic, where it's like, yeah he's gonna get there, but it's gonna take him a little time because he's human. He's not Superman.
that iconic Batman shot of the bad guy doing something, and then Batman obscures the screen by falling from the sky somewhere.
Okay, so I remember now why I gave it a 6 out of 10.
What's up?
So I'm willing to go up to a 7 out of 10, but I might need some convincing. So I felt that the whole Batman Catwoman dynamic that they had was unearned, and it just felt like it just felt weird. Like they went from like being strangers to like, hey, we got the hots for each other. I really care about you, but then there was nothing in the movie that indicated that they would have any kind of love interest. So I thought that was kind of lame.
Honestly, that's kind of Batman. That's how it always is. Whenever Catwoman comes in, it's like, "Ooh, who are you? You're a criminal," and it's like, "Oh, I'm more than meets the eye," and then boom, they're a romantic.
If she's a criminal, how come he didn't go after her?
Because he kind of digs her, dude. That's literally it. He lets her get away with some stuff. Like, it's really weird. I mean, I've seen like the animated series of and how they interacted there, and it was just like, oh yeah, like I'll let you go, but you have to leave. What you stole.
What I would not have minded is if it was very like I don't really care about you like that, but you know what? I understand, you know, where you're coming from, and then you might like exchange a kiss because that's just a cool thing to do. But they wanted it they wanted to portray it as like a very dramatic moment when they kissed each other, and it was just like, nah, dog. This wasn't there. Like I understand that in movies you want that like that kissing scene maybe, but no. That felt totally unearned. And then my biggest gripe is that I sat through the 2.5 hour long movie, and then right when I wanted the climax the most, it gave me Batman cutting a cord and then falling dramatically into water. And I'm like, dude, there's no danger in this. There's like, what is heroic about this? He cuts it, he falls into the water, and then he just rises out of the water dramatically. And it's just like, that should be like a day in the office.
No, that's the scene where he actually becomes a leader and the aspiration of hope of Gotham. The whole time he's saying, I am vengeance. I am vengeance. Like, that's not a leader. He's just giving people what they are putting out in the world, but he's not really leading or inspiring. At that point, that's when he gets that angle where he's like, fuck, I should be doing more for the city as opposed to, I think I'm doing a lot, but I should be doing more for the city. And that's inspiration. That's being their hero.
I just feel like the way that they had the lighting and the way that they did like the sound design of that scene was it felt like they really wanted to convince me that it was a dramatic moment, and it just wasn't at all. And I felt like I was waiting for that moment, and it never happened in the movie. I understand the realization he had and the conversation before, like when they were beating up on like the, I don't know, what would you call them? Like the Riddlers?
The incels?
The incels. When he was beating up on one of them, and then they asked them who they were, and they said, I'm Vengeance. Then it's just like, okay, like, bam, all right, that's cool. And then the scene was just very like meh. And then when they catch the Riddler, it was very like meh. Like, this dude's just sitting in a diner.
Yeah, because by then his plan was already set in motion, so Riddler didn't give a fuck.
Right. So then I'm expecting, this is a superhero movie, and I'm expecting some sort of like big dramatic ending to it, but then it was all anticlimactic.
I don't know, man. Him beating down 12 unarmed people, taking a shotgun to the chest was pretty dramatic.
Yeah, but that's just action. That's not like the finale to a 3-hour long movie. I don't know. That's just me.
I mean, I viewed that, like Edwin said, it's a character development moment where he's literally going around beating the crap out of people, claiming to be vengeance, but it wasn't about that at the end. It was like, oh, I need to be selfless. I need to be hope.
I understand the message. What I'm saying is that the movie gave me no satisfaction in the end. Maybe my expectations were just completely different.
Maybe.
But in the end, it just felt like I watched a 3-hour prequel to a real movie that's going to come out.
Well, I feel like this is a more grounded Batman. This is a Batman who doesn't have all the other stuff. All the things that make Batman fucking dumb. Where he's just like, oh, I have everything I could ever need to solve everything that could ever
strapped
happen.
around my waist.
Yeah. This Batman still is trying to figure it out. And he's pretty like he's not brand new, but he's not as trained as like
I also found it very strange that he's supposed to be like the smart detective Batman, and then when he goes into the club to confront Penguin for the first time, he like beats up people on the way there, which is not very smart. And then in the scene where he's chasing the Penguin, and it's very dramatic, and like the car scene, and it's just like, oh shit, this is badass. They just leave Penguin there on like an empty lot, and they just dip. It was like interesting. So you just like killed God knows how many people back there in the highway, and in the end you just say, all right, cool, well, I guess you're not the Riddler, I'm out.
That's a criticism on every
superhero movie.
You know, they crash through buildings and shit, and how many people you kill with that. Like, that's part of the reasons why I like that. What was that? Civil War?
Yeah.
Of Avengers, where they actually tackle that. They go and say, oh yeah, you saved this many people, but look at all this damage you caused to the city and how many people are collateral damage to whatever the hell you were doing, right?
Yeah.
And it's always been existent in a lot of superhero stuff. You guys should watch Invincible, by the way, if you haven't. It's pretty great on that front. It shows you the carnage of what superhero things happen and stuff. But anyways,
I just feel like that scene was like way too cool and dramatic for it to actually be for nothing.
Well, no, because they had that realization, dude, that like, oh shit, he got us. It was the URO.
Yeah, it was a movie about riddles and being cerebral, and that's what he got out of that. He got a hint. I definitely enjoyed it. I definitely didn't think I would enjoy the Riddler character, but I thought it was grounded and it was fun.
All right.
You know?
Well, I gave it a 6 out of 10. What did you guys give it?
If the Joker's a 9 for me, I'm gonna give it an 8.
I'm gonna give it an 8 as well. I thought that was a good movie. I enjoyed it. It did not feel like a 3-hour movie.
Oh, I felt the full 3 hours. All right. Well, should I even talk about what I did? That was a very long segue.
I mean, you did something too, so
let's do it.
I went to my first rave, ladies and gentlemen. I am now what you can consider a rave slave. I am excited to be back into the concert game. At first, I was very lazy about going to a concert because it's just been several years now. And I used to be a regular concert goer. I went to a lot of different rock festivals, and that was my jam, right? So being at a live event again, it was a little surreal. At times, it was a little uncomfortable that there was just masses and masses of people. But I quickly got over it once I started hearing the music. I'm not gonna say it's the most inspiring music ever, but it's music. I guess. Well, I mean, Beyond Wonderland, we all know what that is, right? It's all like the EDM type of music and techno, hardstyle, bass, whatever you want to call it. It was all there, and it was a lot of fun.
Cool. Like, what happened? Tell us about your experience. I mean, as someone who does not plan on going ever to a rave, because that's not my vibe. I don't think Jeff is ever gonna go to a rave either. Tell us
mean,
about that experience. Go ahead.
It definitely felt like it needed to be a thing that you were under the influence of something. And I didn't want to do drugs, so I did alcohol instead. And it was fun. It was fun. I had a couple of drinks in me, and when the more drinks I had in me, the more I thought, like, wow, this is fun. Going 100% sober will require someone that's very energetic and maybe just actually in love with the music and like emotionally invested perhaps in the DJs. The concerts, well, because it was a 2-day thing and it ended at 2 a.m. It was kind of insane seeing so many people leaving a venue at the same time at 2 a.m. because I feel like at rock concerts a lot of people end up leaving early, or the big act will end by like midnight and then everyone's on their merry way home. But this is like 3 a.m. and people are still walking to their cars. It's kind of crazy. Crazy. And especially in the streets of San Bernardino, I did not feel safe in the least.
In the Dino?
Yeah, I was in the Dino. And, but hey, it is what it is. I will never, ever, ever buy another hot dog from a street vendor again.
Ooh.
What happened?
I got food poisoning.
Gosh. Oof.
And it was a very minor case, but okay, so we walk up to the hot dog stand, right? Or the little cart. And I'm just like, oh, whatever, we'll support, the raza, like, cool, we'll help them out here. We'll buy a couple of hot dogs. This lady wanted to charge us like $34 for 3 hot dogs.
What the?
And I was like, what the? And I already had the hot dogs. Like, we had our hot dogs in our hands. I couldn't just be like, nah, what the hell? And it wasn't even negotiating, but in the end, we just gave her $30 and then we were just on our way. And
Damn,
I was
New Yorkers are very disappointed with you right now, dude.
I was like, you know what? Whatever. It's the raza. We're supporting local businesses. I try to rationalize it, right? But I had 3 hot dogs for $30. I was kind of pissed. Anyways.
That's insane.
Ate it. Dude, that wasn't even the most insane part. I bought 2 drinks. What were they? Vodka and Red Bulls with double shots for $65 at the rave.
What the hell?
That was ridiculous. But anyways, that doesn't matter. I was on one from the pregame, so it didn't even matter. I had a good time. But the hot dog was not a good time, so I was very disappointed. I had like the cold sweats at night. I was just like, oh God, what did I eat? And then it had to have been the hot dog. I will never do that again. I'm sorry for all those people out there selling, trying to make an honest living, but I just can't do it anymore.
$10 a hot dog does not sound like an honest living.
Bro, I did.
You got mugged.
Dude, and at the end of like all the carts, the people towards the end were saying $5 a hot dog, and I'm like, this chick really just ripped us off.
You got mugged.
Holy
They saw
shit.
that. Yeah, they saw your stupid face, and they're like, "Oh, dude."
That's exactly what happened, dude.
Especially since the hot dog's already in your hand. At that point, you could just name your price, and they kind of just have to.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like. It's so hard to know if that hot dog was cooked like 5 minutes before, an hour before.
But see, here's the thing
was
about
it in
a
the
hot
afternoon?
Dog, like,
Wait,
was it like
she didn't take it off the grill and make it?
Well,
while
she
you're
did,
looking
but
at
it doesn't mean that the hot dog hadn't been sitting there for a while. Who knows how long it was there for? There's just too many question marks. I'm not gonna do it again.
Was there any other toppings on it, or was it just the hot dog?
I mean, mustard. Maybe the mustard went bad.
Maybe the mustard went bad.
Wait a second.
Or maybe the hot dogs were bad to begin with. Maybe she just,
You went.
She finessed me.
Yeah, you didn't get like the the onion, the tomatoes,
Well,
all that. You didn't get the works.
Yeah, I mean, it had
Wasn't
the
even
works,
bacon wrap?
but like I don't. Yeah, but like I don't. Dude, it was dark. I just whatever was given to me, I paid for it, and I just stuffed my face with it. All right.
Shit, how long were you sick for?
I mean, not that long. By the next day, I was already kind of okay. But no, I just don't trust it anymore. I feel hurt.
I'd be
I
too
mean-
after spending $10 on a hot dog.
$10 a hot dog is pretty fucking brutal.
I was hurt.
Fuck.
I
man.
think the thing that hurt me the most, it wasn't the money, it was just like the trust, and that I had for the raza to like, do right by me, and she ripped me off, and on top of that I got food poisoning, so. But anyways, the rave itself was dope. I had the time of my life, and a lot of that had to do with the company that I was with. Day one was with the squad, the rave squad, and then on day two was just with my lady, and it was a magical time.
Well, I'm glad you had fun, dude. That sounds pretty awesome.
Would you guys ever go to a rave?
Nope.
Nope.
Why not?
I don't like
Why?
the music, man.
I'm a believer now.
I don't
No.
like the music. And you said part of the integral part of a rave is you have to be intoxicated with something, and that's my least favorite thing to be.
Yeah, like at that point, I'd rather just get intoxicated at with the homies at like someone's house. Why do I
Turn
need
off
to hear
the
shitty
turn off
music
the
in the
lights
background?
and put on some
Yeah,
loud
like-
music.
I don't even like that music. No, it's dumb. Why be drunk in public with thousands of other people around you, and you just do that in the comfort of your own home with the homies?
You just have to be there.
Maybe we're
dude.
just too much of squares, Jeff. Let's just leave it at that.
Nah,
You guys should.
man.
I always knocked it, and then I tried it, and now I understand.
Well,
But you said it yourself. It's something that you should probably be on the influence for, and to me, that just says like it's not enjoyable on its own. If it's
What
not
do you
enjoyable
mean?
on its own, why would I do that?
If anything, most things are enjoyable when you're under the influence of something.
Okay. All right, hold on. Let me get fucking tilted for some reason right quick. I tried the club scene in college and stuff. I tried it out. I was receptive to it. I was like, you know what? Let's go to clubs. Let's go hang out there. Let's do the bar thing. I pinpointed quite early why I don't like those places, right? The air of desperation in the air, like it's just palpable. Like you can taste the desperation in those places.
Okay.
And alcohol makes everything better when you're there, right? Where everybody's fucking horny, everybody wants to get laid for some reason, and it's just like you drink alcohol and everybody is more receptive to that kind of thing. Right? They're friendlier, they're like, okay, I like this. But it's so shit. It's so uncomfortable to begin with. Right?
It sounds
Going
like
to-
you're the only sober person in the room.
And that's the thing, right? When you're sober, you're not enjoying it. And that's the thing. The same thing that I feel raves are. While being sober is the most uncomfortable thing in the world, to be listening to music that is just pounding on your ears, right? But then you get something in you, whatever that may be, and that music moves you then. That music is then flowing through your body because that's literally how you're feeling the effects of whatever the hell you just had. And I feel like the people go there because they like the drugs and they like the drinks or whatever the hell, right? And the music becomes a side effect to the whole thing. But that's just someone who does not go to raves or anything. So,
Any rebuttals?
Any rebuttals?
Yeah.
No rebuttals. Everyone has their own opinion on what they find fun.
okay.
Yeah. I mean,
Well-
I go to a rock concert and I'll still drink a beer and have a good time.
I mean, but a rock concert, I could be perfectly sober and still had a fucking fantastic time.
Yeah, I've been sober for all the rock concerts I've been to, and I've enjoyed all of them.
Yeah.
It's
see,
just
I
the
got
music, I guess. It's just the music that I'm not. Like, I would never go to a country festival because that's not my jam either. And if someone told me go to a country festival and then get fucking turned and you'll enjoy it, like, am I right? If I can't enjoy something in my right mind, am I really enjoying it?
Yes.
So
We are all like sensory beings, and I think that maybe I'm not talking about like getting trash or getting high off your ass, but I feel like when you're able to really let loose and just maybe turn off your brain, and instead of like maybe judging everything around you, you just kind of maybe you're like a little impaired, so you can only really focus on one thing, and so you'll focus on the music, and you'll start jumping around, and you'll it gets the heart going, and you just you have a good time. But I digress. I think we're all.
Yeah, you're not gonna win me over.
I think we can all agree to disagree here.
yeah, 100%.
Yep.
But it sounds like you had a great time, and that's all that matters, right?
Yeah, honestly, I'm planning on going to more. I just need to figure out which ones because these things are hella expensive.
Oh no, dude, we lost another New Year's, buddy. Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna miss
God.
out on the tradition. I'm not
over,
I'm not
dude.
down
It's
for a
over.
countdown. No.
The squad is done. It's
No,
finito.
no.
Our last big
dying.
event of the year is over, dude.
No.
Oh,
I'm still gonna
no.
uphold the traditions.
Oh no, you say that now. Oh no.
Hey, but countdown though when it comes.
Nah, dude. Nah, I'll pass.
So last week I mentioned that we were gonna do surveys on a plant and look for desert tortoises.
Oh, that's
And
exciting.
we did. We found them. That was super exciting. It's like finding a legendary fucking Pokemon, dude. They're so federally endangered that, Gabriel commented on our post last week saying that if a military operation is happening, right, and a desert tortoise is found near the base or sighted near the base, the whole thing comes to a stop. That's how important these desert tortoises are.
Are they
and,
actually important?
Yeah, they're federally endangered. Like, if you touch them, you go to prison.
So let's say that the tortoises no longer exist. What happens to the environment or to the ecosystem?
Things have to be there because, like, they control certain populations of plants, of bugs, and stuff like that. Things have to be in place. Even if you say, maybe we could go with a, desert tortoises or whatever you want to insert here. They fulfill a purpose to balance the entire population that lives in an area, right? So when one of those things goes awry, like another one grows in population and therefore throws the whole thing off, right? People like to shit on wasps and stuff, but they fulfill a specific role of pollination and also, pest control of some. So even though they're pests, they kill things to not make them, overpopulated or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we found a desert tortoise and it was great. It was fantastic, and we made sure we set up some, wildlife cameras, and it was nice. It was a very good moment in like my life to come across something so rare. Something that I don't know. I guess I've only experienced in Pokemon or whatever, where that same kind of hype. I mean, I just compared it akin to a legendary Pokemon, right? And it was one of those things that I was doing it in real life, and it matters and it makes a difference where I'm out there and kind of looking for things that are difficult to find, and when you do, it's just so rewarding. And the manner by which it happened was pretty fantastic too. It was just a lot of spelunking in caves and, crawling in a mess of like rats, scorpions, all this stuff. It was fucking awesome. It was pretty great. And we took a black light to kind of just hang out, and the environmental scientist was like, "Hey, look, check this out," and he flashes the black light, and scorpions light up. They react to the black light. They light up in the dark, and they look glow in the dark pretty much. So before we go to bed, you kind of shine it, and we see like a mess of 20 to 30 scorpions around our tents and stuff. That was fun.
Just imagine them kind of like, I mean, maybe you didn't do this, but like when you're sleeping in your rooms, back in the day, people used to put glow-in-the-dark stickers and stuff on their ceiling, like stars. Just imagine they're like little stars, dude.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. And I don't know, being in the desert was pretty fantastic since there's no air pollution there. Just looking up, I saw like 3 shooting stars. I hadn't never done that. I'd never seen shooting stars, so that was fucking awesome. I've only done that in Animal Crossing, right? So like I have experiences in real life now that I've only experienced in fucking video games or whatever, which is kind of weird. But it was really fun to kind of see like shooting stars. We're counting them. Let's see what else happened. We came across this fuck, I hesitate to say this because I totally forgot the name of that lizard. It has a weird name, but this lizard is a big black lizard that lives in the desert, and he was just chilling down the down canyon from us on a rock, and we're like, oh cool, it's a lizard, whatever. This dude runs all the way up the canyon towards our feet and just checks us out, and it's like literally chilling next to us like it's a dog. We're just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, how big is this lizard?
This lizard is like probably bigger than a chihuahua.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's a big ass boy. Let me
What happened?
I'm trying to look at the name of this desert lizard, but it starts with a CH. It's like this Native American name on it. But anyways, it was really fun. Just going through caves and stuff, and you know, seeing things that you don't really see on your everyday life, and it was so much fun. I mean, I know for you guys that doesn't sound fun, but I guess this is this is my rape moment.
Yeah, you're a raven for sure in the desert.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Damn.
I don't know. It's one of those things that I feel more. I'm not working towards anybody's dream, you know, and I think that's aligns a lot better with who I am as a person. You know, working for a corporation was fucking soul crushing, or I'm working under somebody's, like, for somebody's dream whose name is literally on the fucking building I work. Yeah. And it was always just like, that's not what I want to do. I don't want to wake up and be putting my dreams aside, deferring my own dreams just to be out here struggling, and you know what I'm saying? Like, not even live a great life, you know? So this kind of job kind of fulfills me in a sense where I'm doing what's right for me and my morals and ideals, but also helping preserve the natural world around me. And I think that's, I don't know, it inspires me every single day. So I'm fucking happy about it and excited to be seeing these kind of things and helping a population that's struggling. So I don't know, I'm just excited and pumped.
I mean, that definitely sounds fulfilling, dude. Yeah. Hey, you know what? I'm very happy for you that you're finding your little niche. Like, this is what you found what you like to do, and they're paying for you. They're paying you to do it. So, hell yeah.
Oh yeah, man. But all right, so I guess
Well,
we're
if
going
you're-
into the news.
Yeah, well, damn, that was a very inspiring little thing you did there. Now I don't even know how. Should I segue? I had a great segue, by the way.
I'll go ahead and try to. Let's see. Let me set you up. What do you want me to, you know?
Talk about how rare of a sighting it was.
Oh, it was so rare, dude. It was like finding a legendary Pokemon, and it was just I'd never seen something like that in my life.
Well, Edwin, you know something else that we've never really seen in our lives? Well, it just
What's up?
happened over the weekend during the Oscars.
Ooh.
What is up with Will Smith slapping Chris Rock on stage at the Oscars? What is up with that? This man does not know how to not be a meme anymore, and I'm kind of sad about it. When I was younger, Will Smith was like, I mean, even at the Oscars, he won like the Best Actor award, which is kind of insane considering everything that happened. But
Yeah, he had just slapped Chris Rock like 20 minutes before that.
exactly. So when I was younger, Will Smith was in like some of the greatest movies I've ever seen ever, right? Like it just
Dude
seemed like
was
anything he was
untouchable.
in was like gold. He went from being like this goofy guy on TV that was basically more of like comedic relief, but he was like the protagonist. I'm talking about the Fresh Prince, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this guy that he just did like really funny, entertaining things, and then he transitioned into like very serious movies that are thought provoking, and it made you really want to hold the people around you because they were just
Like 7 pounds, dude.
7 pounds, and you showed me that movie. Damn.
Yeah, 7 pounds, and then there's the Pursuit of Happiness.
And even in other movies like I Am Legend, that like it wasn't like a super. It wasn't a movie like 7 Pounds or Pursuit of Happiness, but you still you watched it and you're just like, holy shit, that was a great performance. And
Yeah.
now he's a meme.
See, the thing is, I don't think like I think Will Smith has one of those, you know, those girlfriends that are like, you gonna let him talk to you like that? Beat his ass. Like I think that's Jada Smith.
That's tough, dude.
Bro, it goes even deeper. She cheated on him with her
Yep.
son's friend.
She had an entanglement, dude. We don't say the C word around here.
The amount of memes that have been produced because of this slap have been insane. What one of the comments that I was reading, I think it was on Instagram. It was probably all over. Somebody probably stole this from someone else, but this was really funny that they were saying like, what if Chris Rock like kind of clapped back in that moment, because the spotlight's on him, right? As soon as Will Smith sits down and he's like, get my wife's name out your fucking mouth. Like, what if Chris Rock would have said something like, oh, I'm going to feel that till August?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like just said something like that. And August,
He wanted to.
and August,
You-
for those who don't know,
he-
is the person that Jada had an entanglement with. That's the dude's name is August. So he could have done something, but how do you guys think Chris Rock
He wanted
reacted?
to.
And
Yeah,
then should he have reacted differently?
Well, Chris Rock said, "Ooh, I could just," and then
stopped
he didn't.
himself.
Yeah, he didn't say anything else after that. But you hear him say, under his breath, he said, "Ooh, I can just," and then he
Mhm.
just proceeded to like,
Shrug it off, kind of.
yeah.
So for those who
He-
haven't, look up John Boy and then the Will Smith Oscars thing. He does a terrific breakdown of the slap, gives commentary, gives background information. John Boy, look it up. Thank me later.
I don't know. It was like when I sent it to you guys, and you guys are like, fake,
I said, if this is fake, it's dumb as fuck, and if it's real, it's dumb as fuck.
Yeah, it was just like, it was one of those things that it was so out of the blue that it was just, you don't expect someone like Will Smith to do something stupid like this. But then again,
He's setting the bar lower every time.
You know what I thought about when that happened? What was that Boondocks episode?
Which one?
Which one?
You guys know the episode. The moment.
The
I
moment.
honestly don't.
The moment.
What?
Yeah. It's like it's like they're walking down the street, one of them bumps into the other,
okay,
and they have a moment.
Yeah. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, when that happened, I was like, oh no. Like, this is not what we need when tensions are so high on race and stuff. We don't need two black dudes going at it. And
Nah, man, that was straight out of When Keeping It Real Goes Wrong from Dave Chappelle.
It's everything about it was so strange. The joke was fine. Like I thought it wasn't like the greatest joke ever.
Yeah,
but
it was in bad taste, but it wasn't like awful.
If you're at the show,
You know?
you should expect to get roasted. All right?
that's
gonna
a
get
that's a
roasted.
tradition too. Like if you're sitting in
Exactly.
the front row, you get roasted by a comedian. That's
Yeah.
just how it works.
Yep.
And Will Smith found it hilarious. He was laughing his ass off, and
But
then his
Jada-
wife,
Jada didn't find it hilarious.
she gave him that look, and it's like, oh, now I gotta slap Chris Rock for no reason.
It's so weird that he would just stand up, slap him, like say nothing, right? Just slap him and then sit back down, and then that was it. Like,
Dude, the videos. There's a video that Will Smith gets coddled and like, "Are you okay?" Like, they're literally going up to him and like hugging him and supporting him, and I'm like, this bitch just assaulted somebody, and you're like, dude, what the fuck? Like, what about Chris Rock over there? You know? But
I mean, they're gonna have a field day, dude. Like all comedians are gonna have a field day with this.
oh,
one.
they have, man.
oh, dude, I cannot wait to listen to that Bill Burr episode. It's gonna be
Bill
great.
Burr episode. Let me see if I can find. So Tom. Oh God.
Tom Segura said
Tom
something about
Segura
it?
said something. I don't know if I should say it though.
What is it? What did he say?
So he tweeted. He said, "Fuck Will Smith's candy ass smacking a dude 4 inches shorter and 50 pounds lighter. He's just in his feelings because his bald-headed bitch been fucking around on him for years, and he takes it. We all know who he wishes he could slap. Hashtag cuck Will." And yeah, like all the comedians are gonna come out and support, and obviously, I mean, everyone should. I mean, maybe not to that extent, but I don't think anyone should be openly okay with what happened. And obviously, some people are gonna say like, "Oh, you gotta protect your wife," or the honor of your wife. But
What fucking year is this? Are we in the 1700s now? 1600s?
yeah, they should have just
You gotta-
challenged him to a duel right then and
Yeah.
there and on national TV.
Pistols at sundown, or
Yeah, and so Will Smith came out on Instagram and publicly apologized to Chris because during
his publicist apologized probably.
So 40 minutes after the slap, he went on stage to accept his Best Actor award, which he might have to give back, but he basically said sorry to everyone except for to Chris Rock specifically, right? Anyways, he made a post about it today. Today is Monday. We're recording on a Monday. And he's publicly apologizing to Chris and basically said that it's not indicative of the man I want to be. And then my absolute favorite thing when people apologize is that at the end, they throw in the "I am a work in progress."
Delicious.
Bro, how old are you? You're still a work in progress?
Hey, we continue to learn until we die. Okay.
Ah, dude.
Dude, okay, so I'm definitely like, I have no patience for people who are gonna side and be like, Will Smith did nothing wrong. Like, no. This dude assaulted somebody. Anybody should be held responsible for that. And the fact that he sat down after just assaulting a man on live television, sits down as if nothing happened, was not escorted out. It shows you that morality only exists for poor people. Morality is a construct only for poor people. And it's one of those things that has been, it's been philosophized forever, where it's like, oh yeah, some people are above things based on their influence and affluence in the world. And that was certainly a moment where if you just hit somebody, regardless of where you are, you're either going to get tackled out of whatever the hell the place is at. But he returned back to his seat and sat back down and continued with the show.
Yeah, I mean, because he still went up to accept an award. So, like, the fact that he was still there and, like, maybe during a commercial break, you just escort them out, right?
Do you really think the Oscars were going to do that? At this point, they must have been trending like a motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone on Twitter was like, oh, my God, he just laughed. They probably got so much more views out of this, so much more headlines. It's like, why would they ever do that at that point? They had those big flashing money signs appear in their eyes, and they're like, ooh, we struck gold now.
Do you really think people are going to watch the Oscars in, next year?
No. God, no. But made them relevant.
We're all talking about it.
Yeah, exactly. We're talking about it now, so it made them relevant. But I'm not going to go up there and watch it.
So what of Will's legacy?
He's a Scientologist. If you guys want to shit on him some more.
Isn't that the thing that, like, Tom Cruise is in?
Yep. And Danny Masterson, the piece of shit.
Yeah, this whole...
From that 70s show.
Yeah, I don't really know too much about, like, what their beliefs are or what it is. Maybe it's just like a little club that they, like, they hang around and golf together. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but
it's like a cult for rich people.
That could definitely be a future podcast where we actually dive deep and
we explore Scientology.
Try to talk about it.
Because then we're gonna have lawyers knocking on our door, and I don't want that.
What do you mean?
No.
It's a religion.
No.
We just get religious for the pod.
No. You don't know you don't know the can of worms you're opening.
Okay. I guess I don't. I'm too ignorant for that. Like, that's definitely not gonna be a.
That's definitely not gonna be a topic for the future.
I don't know. Like, Will Smith has been, like, have you guys seen his YouTube? His YouTube is full of bullshit uplifting things. Well, he sit there and just make everything a teaching lesson. And he's like, oh, yeah, take life by the balls. But not really like that, but, like, literally sit there and fucking talk to you about how you should be making the most out of your life. And I'm like...
He wants to be inspirational like The Rock, but he's a cuck, so nobody respects him.
Imagine if it was The Rock up there instead of Chris Rock.
Oh, he would not. He would not have tried that.
No, he would not.
I can tell you that much.
He would have gotten the smack us down on his.
Jada would have looked over like, "You're not gonna do anything." And it's just like, "The fuck you mean?"
Jada,
see him.
Jada would have made out with him for that joke, but
I don't know, dude.
She would have thrown herself at the Rock.
Shit. She would have thrown herself at the Rock.
Hold up.
And then Will Smith would have sat there taking it, clapping
with his eyes all teary and shit.
No.
Like that video, the video of the entanglement. Did you ever see it?
Yeah.
No, I just know the memes.
Yeah.
He's just there taking it, and his fucking eyes are all teary and shit, and you're like.
She's explaining it to the people at home.
And she's
the technicalities
laughing.
of why it's okay.
She's fucking laughing. I'd have been like, later bit.
Isn't it already weird enough that they they had a platform where they would sit around a table and discuss their family issues and then expect people later on to not talk about his family? Is that weird?
Dude, I mean, like, it's like, what was it? Amy Schumer as well during the Oscars was just. A lot of these people have lost reality. I don't know if it's been exacerbated by, the context of the pandemic that we just been through, right? But, some, like during the pandemic, some celebrities were like, oh, I'm so miserable. I have to be locked up in my fucking mansion. Like, God, this fucking sucks. And you're just there like, I don't feel sorry for you, bitch.
I think it's tough to want to like be an inspiration to help people, but then like live a lavish lifestyle that you've worked for and you were successful in your career and you made a lot of money. And I feel like it's so. Let's say you, for example, Edwin, that you're like you have like very honest feelings about like what you can do to help like the world or the environment or what have you, right? And then now let's say that you're also a millionaire all of a sudden. And now people are looking at you sideways because even though your intentions might still be honest, now just because you have the money, people think that you're trying to get something out of this. And you could kind of like, not to defend celebrities, but like at the end of the day, they're still, I guess, human is what I'm trying to say here. And maybe there is a little bit of frustration there where you don't know who's actually in your corner because there might be people like, gold diggers around you or people just questioning your motives all the time, despite you wanting to actually be an honest person.
And I say to those people, hey, just wipe away those tears with your hundreds of thousands of dollars.
So you're thinking that if you have a lot of money, you should just be like, you know what? In my lifetime, I can't do certain things now because I have the money. So I guess I'll just go do money things.
No, like do whatever the hell you want. You have the money. And if people complain, just, wipe away your tears with said money.
I mean, it could do stuff to your conscience, though.
Empathy, you can have empathy for these people over things that are very human. Like this, like assaulting somebody and getting away with it and kind of just that's something not everyone can do or feel. Like there's no connection there. Mm-hmm. There really is no connection there where I can't go somewhere, slap the fuck out of somebody and expect no retribution. I don't have that sort of power. So when you do have that sort of power and you do that shit, it's like, it's pretty hard to feel bad for you. And like, even if it's not about the money, you can still do the legwork. Mm-hmm. Right? If you do have all that money, do the work and then put that money to use to supplement your work.
Right.
But it's about walking the walk as opposed to just talking it up. And I don't know, it's one of those things that this, like, he sat back down like no repercussions are going to happen, and they didn't. And it's like,
hey, the Academy publicly condemned his actions.
Yeah, and it kind of seems like Chris Rock's not going to put any charges either.
You can't fucking do that. Ever. Like,
why would he?
No, but I mean, like, you really cannot do that. Even if you tried, go like, oh yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna slap the fuck out of my coworker. It's like there's repercussions to your actions, very serious repercussions to your actions. Or I don't know, like you can't slap the fuck out of anyone. It's like I'm gonna smack my wife, I'm gonna smack my kid, I'm gonna smack somebody. You really cannot do that. You can't smack anyone.
I really wanted to do the Borat voice.
My wife.
Thank you, Edwin. You did it first.
Yeah. You really can't do that. And this dude just fucking did it and sat back down like it was normal. And it's very hard to feel sorry for somebody who has that sort of power, and it's just kind of, what are you gonna do about it?
Is race anything to do with what happened?
Yeah,
See,
probably because the hashtag Oscars are so white was going around right before this.
Yeah. See, there's a lot of like.
If it was two white guy, like a white guy comedian and a white guy going up there and slapping him, is it gonna have the same amount of internet sensationalism behind it? Or even if they were
Probably.
mixed races, would that?
I mean, if it was like Jerry Seinfeld and Leonardo DiCaprio went up and slapped the shit out of him, yeah, people would talk about that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things.
They're both so distinguished in the industry that it's kind of hard to really figure out what's the procedure here.
Yeah, these aren't two normal people. They're
legends in their own,
in their respective fields.
Yeah,
in their own fields, and I feel like Will Smith should definitely get fucking sued, at the very least.
You think
By
Chris
who?
Rock should sue him?
Fuck yeah.
Why? He can make a career. He can make another career out of this. You know how many HBO
You can make a
tours,
career
Netflix
while also
specials?
making.
You know how many more new jokes he has? The material is insane.
Dude.
Exactly, but
He
you
should
could
be.
also.
He's gonna be thanking Will Smith in his tours, like, "Oh, this is the greatest thing that's ever happened to me."
Was it Chris Rock in that Kanye song?
Wait, the Blame Game?
I'm a shooter bootlegger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Chris Rock and Blame Game. Yeah.
I'm gonna thank him. Oh man.
All right.
This shit is insane. Well, anyways, I guess we just talked about the Oscars.
I guess so. That's how we commemorate episode 50.
Do you guys even know what won Best Picture? Because I don't.
Best Picture? No idea.
Best
No, I don't.
Actress? I don't know. I didn't even know Will Smith had won Best Actor until
Bro,
much later
nobody
that
knew
day.
that the Oscars were even airing.
Yep.
All right, based on the movies you watched last year, who's your nominee for Best Actress and Best Actor?
I only watched. I mean, new movies or old movies? 'Cause I watched a lot of movies.
New movies.
Oh, that cuts it down significantly.
Yeah, I haven't
I'm
watched
not-
enough new movies to really say this is the best actor.
Yeah, I haven't seen all the movies I saw in theaters were superhero movies, dude. So my
Dude, fuck
nominees
it. Run
are
it.
Tom Holland and Zendaya.
Run it.
Film of the
That's
year,
it.
Spider-Man.
Let's go.
The only movie I watched in theaters.
Yeah, I heard Uncharted was kind of whack. Did you guys watch it at all? The movie, well, the video game turned movie, or the
I
adaptation.
have a very serious issue with Uncharted.
The games are already a movie.
True.
No, the thing about Uncharted is the video games I played them because our homie Vince was very high on them, right? And I was like, oh, cool, fuck it, I'll play them, right? So I got this deal where I got all 3 of them, and I was playing through them. And the first one was really captivating. I was really into it. The story was like grounded. It was nice. And at the end of the first one, it turns out all of this happened because of an ancient alien civilization. And I was like, okay, all right, whatever. I still enjoyed it. I'm going to play the second one. Second one strings me along the same way. It's like, oh yeah, this is sick. You know, it's very grounded. I'm fighting people. Like, this is definitely going to be different. Second one ends with an ancient civilization as well. And I'm like,
bro, there's so
fuck,
many.
dude.
There's so
I was like,
many
okay.
around us.
I was like, okay, I'm going to play the third one. There's no way they do it to me again. And they fucking did.
And they did it to you.
I mean, when it's a movie about a guy who's, stealing artifacts from ancient civilizations. What do you think is gonna?
It's like
yeah.
I think it had It could have been more like the modern day Indiana Jones, but I didn't watch it. But I heard that it wasn't. It was a lot of inconsistencies. But who knows? I mean, I think Tom Holland's a great actor, but maybe he was too young for that role. Because I've seen like the Uncharted like video games, and the guy looks a lot more rough. You know, like just older.
Yeah, he's definitely older in the video games. Trailer that showed up before the Batman movie that I definitely want to check out because it looks so shitty. It's
The Nick
good.
Cage movie?
Is the Nicolas Cage movie.
Yikes!
He plays himself.
Did you see that?
He plays
Did you
himself.
see that trailer?
Oh god.
Yeah. So
Dude, Okay, go ahead.
the synopsis from the trailer is he's like kind of down on his luck, right? Being an actor. So the homie Neil Patrick Harris sets him up with a millionaire guy from like some random island, you know, like your typical bad guy, right? And they become like super bros, him and Nick Cage.
But like he's a big fan of Nick Cage. That's the thing.
So
He's
Nick
like
Cage is
huge
playing as
fan.
Nick Cage.
Yeah.
Wow.
This guy is a huge fan of Nick Cage, so he invites him over in hopes of being good friends with him. And then they do become friends, and it turns out the government wants to take that guy down, the famous guy. No, the rich guy.
Yeah, the rich guy.
They want to take him down, and Nick Cage is the guy to do it.
Yeah.
It looks so shitty. It's actually, doesn't it like kind of parrot his life a little bit? Because Nick Cage was broke for a bit. No, wasn't that a thing?
I don't know.
I don't know
about his life
dude.
story.
I'm just so annoyed of. I mean, this is like Nicolas Cage, which is, I guess, maybe okay, but there's certain actors that have made a living off of playing as themselves, and maybe I'm just a hater, but Jesus Christ, dude, like all Mark Wahlberg movies are the same. All fucking Seth Rogen movies, like they're just playing as themselves.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Isn't that just, I don't know. It's mind blowing to me.
Is The Rock kind of like that though?
I feel
He
like
has
that's
a
just
persona.
typecast.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he's a typecast, but he's a persona. He has a persona.
I don't know. It looks fantastic. He's embraced the meme that is himself.
And you know what? If that's what's gonna keep putting food on that table for his family, you know what? More power to him.
All right. So that was a long-winded discussion on the Oscars and experiences with raves.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know the name of this podcast?
What?
Raves, Caves.
Raves, caves? No.
And raves, caves, and
Sign us off. Sign us off.
I mean, that's gonna bring us to the end of the episode.
I got it. Raves, caves, and bat caves.
No. Okay, come on, Franny.
We need. So, any closing thoughts, boys? This is episode. This is
Raves,
episode
caves, and babes.
50. We made
I'd
it.
like to
we made
thank-
it to the big 5-0.
I'd like to thank anybody who was with us from the start, anybody who picked us up halfway through, hell, anyone who's listening to this for the first time on episode 50. Thank you for being here with us on this journey, and here's to 50 more, and so on.
And if you're listening to us,
I'll drink to that.
yeah, listening to us and stuff, and you like us enough, and you guys think that we are putting out a quality product or something, you know, not all of them are bangers. Just tell one friend about it. Let's see where we can go with it.
Yeah, I'm also gonna. I mean, I think I might have said this already. I don't know how many times, but I'm definitely gonna up the social media presence and everything on the website. So I also want to echo what Jeff said. Thank you very much for tuning in, and no matter where you are on the episodes or how caught up you are, thank you. Genuinely, thank you. It's been a lot of fun recording these episodes, and we're gonna keep on doing it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna thank anybody. Y'all just lucky I don't slap the shit out of everybody. But
Keep
I'm just
our
kidding.
podcast name out your fucking mouth.
And that's it. Nah, I definitely like. You guys are great. People that text me and let me know, oh, that was funny, or maybe like give me constructive criticism as well. Like, I appreciate everybody. I appreciate people commenting on our stuff on YouTube. Yeah, we see you guys, and definitely appreciate every one of you guys.
Yep. And this is strangely enough a lot of work. And we're I feel like it's so much work that sometimes we just don't really get all of it done. But gonna continue improving this thing.
All right.
That's gonna be it. Sign us off.
You can reach us at our website, tiltednasser.com, or at our Instagram. You can listen to us on iTunes, Spotify, and YouTube.
Remember to join us to share your questions and voice your thoughts on what has you tilted, not stirred.
Bye, y'all.
Hey guys, it's your boy Jose. I wanted to say thank you so much for letting us be a part of your weekly schedule. And I want to, apologize for sometimes getting the episodes late to you guys. I'm working on getting the episodes done earlier. We're improving. But I definitely want to say thank you guys for allowing us to be part of your weekly schedule. With that being said, don't stay too tilted, and we will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye now.